Welcome to the June 3rd Planning Board meeting. We had a site walk at 6 p.m. For Anthony and Kim Wolfinger. Also, we have a public hearing tonight, and we have Matt Brooker for a subdivision on appointments. For the minutes, we should put in that we have a quorum. It is past 7, so we will hold the public hearing that we have for 7 p.m. Anthony, if you want to speak and tell us what your project is all about.
Could I just say the same as last time?
No.
So at my home on West Road, we are trying to get a building permit to put up a building there to move our business from Sanford to that West Road lot. It's going to be a 50 by 50 building designed for welding and radiator repair and some auto repair. It's also got a 10 by 20 little extra add-on for the bathroom and the office. The site walk where you were tonight is the parking area where you guys were all parked is going to remain dirt. We're not going to pave it. At least that's not the plan. I guess that's about it. We talked a lot about it last time. I can't remember what we all said. You asked me questions and I answered them. I have a hard time describing it beyond what we just said.
Okay. Anybody from the public that'd like to speak?
She's for it.
Well, I guess we'll close the public hearing at, what time is it? 7:03? Okay.
Thank you.
All right, I guess I make a motion to move old business up first.
Second.
All in favor? All right. Anthony, you're back up. We're going to discuss and vote on for conditional use and also for the site plan review. Now, I am going to read through all the site plan conditions and stuff and make sure everything is all set and everything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And also the waivers that you have.
Yeah, we signed some yesterday.
Yeah.
I'll share.
Okay.
All right, the first one is hydrogeological impact study for any site where a septic system design flow is excess of 800 gallons or if predominantly made up of non-typical septic waste. This study must contain components as listed in section D.9A-F on site plan ordinance, which he has a waiver for that, which we'll get to. The next one meets definitions and requirements set forth in the zoning ordinance. The item has been reviewed. Provides adequate access to the site for emergency vehicles access throughout parking cars in way. It's been submitted and been reviewed. Provides accurate dry hydrants and access to hydrants and fire department, sprinkler connections and pressure hydrants or cisterns as applicable. The item has been submitted and item has been reviewed. proposed exterior lighting creating no hazard to motorists or adjacent streets or occupants of adjacent properties. Items have been submitted, items have been reviewed. Provides a detailed buffer zone on-site landscaping for protection of neighboring properties. Items has been reviewed. Proposed use will not disturb the peaceful enjoyment of abutting property owners as a result of noise, vibrations, fumes, odors, dust, glare, or other cause. Item has been reviewed. The provisions for parking and loading and pedestrians seclusion circulation on the site and adjacent streets will not create any safety hazard or impose significant burden on public facilities which could be avoided by reasonable modifications of the plan. Parking will not prohibit access of emergency vehicles. Item reviewed. The proposed use of the site or its buildings will have no significant effect on private development or of adjacent properties or the value of adjacent properties, which could be avoided by reasonable modifications to the plan, kept in character of neighborhood. Item has been submitted, item has reviewed. The design of the site will not result in significant flood hazards or flood damage and is in conformance with applicable flood hazard requirements. Item has been reviewed. The site contains an adequate storm water management plan. Site development, how under size critical for site development law.
Madam Chair, if I can explain that. The site development law is a law put forth by the DEP, and this development doesn't meet that criteria because the development is less than 20 acres.
Okay.
So that's why that's NA.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Adequate provisions are made for the disposal of wastewater and solid waste. Item has been submitted, item reviewed. Adequate provisions for drain on site. Item reviewed. The proposed water supply meets the demands of the use and for the fire protection. Item reviewed. Snow removal and adequate storage so it's not obstructing parking and civilian emergency vehicle traffic.
Madam Chair, that hasn't been checked because I want to hear from Tony how he proposes to locate snow on the lot to prevent emergency vehicles from circling. I think we talked about that at the site plan review, but I don't recall that.
Do you want to talk about that now or after we?
Yeah, right now before she moves on to another one.
So that parking area has been there for a number of years. As you can see, it's been used for my personal use, and I've been plowing it that whole time. And the snow is pushed in every direction off of that parking area. And I guess this past year would be a good example where my parking area really didn't get small. I was able to push the snow beyond where that gravel area is.
Yep. Okay.
And I got to admit, towards the end of this year, with all the snow we got, the piles were getting taller, but my parking was as it was today.
Okay. Do you have a tractor or something to
Well, I have
help push it?
I have a plow truck that does a really nice job.
Okay. I guess the concern here is that we maintain emergency access around the building.
Yeah.
That's the concern of the question.
I guess in this case, I wish I had some pictures of it, but you know, when we had our Maple open house, that was during when all that snow was still here, And all I can do is tell you that the parking lot was the same size it is now, and we didn't have any trouble with it. The beauty of the way that lot is set up, which was quite by accident, I have a lot of places to put snow. So if you notice that the parking lot, as it runs along West Road, actually stops about 35 feet from the stone wall.
Mm-hmm.
But other than a few small shrub bushes, there's some bigger trees in there, but it's open. I can push snow out there.
Gotcha.
So for instance, when the first storm comes, I'm kind of easy because the ground isn't usually frozen enough. But once the ground freezes, I push that back as far as I can. So I get about half a dozen to 10 storms before the snow even starts to accumulate back to where the parking area is. And at some point during the winter, I got to a point where it was starting to gang up on me, so I just pushed the whole thing back a little further and started over. So at no point was there any trouble for accessing it with any vehicle, including
Okay.
emergency vehicles.
Okay. I'm satisfied that will be met, Madam
Okay.
Chair.
And I propose at this time, with your help, to ask my wife for a new loader.
So moved.
I said so.
You already have a folder.
I have a bulldozer in case it does get too deep, but I didn't have to use it.
Okay, moving on. Provisions for the storage of hazardous waste as defined by the law and Waterboro Hazard Waste Ordinance. Hazard waste materials proposed will be identified.
In Tony's site plan review, he commented that he doesn't accumulate more than 10 or 15 gallons in the course of a month. And Tony, correct me if I'm wrong, and he has he's gonna have a waste oil burner on site, so that's why NA is there. Is that pretty much?
The waste oil is what we use to heat, so that's like gold to us. We don't let that get away. So naturally, we have an oil tank, much like any home would have, but it has waste oil in it instead of, heating oil. And so, as far as any other waste go, we have the floor drain for anything that spills on the floor, like when you're working on a car or a radiator. You naturally can't catch every drop of antifreeze and water. We try to catch the antifreeze because that gets recycled. And there's a company that comes directly to me, brings me new antifreeze and takes the old. Other than that, a dumpster, which is pretty much everybody has one
Pretty
of
much
them.
everyone has one.
And so we'll find an inconspicuous place for that. I don't generate any other waste that I've had to worry about other than what we just talked about.
Okay. The proposed use had no adverse impact on significant scenic vistas or on significant wildlife habitat, which could be avoided by reasonable modification to the plan. Item reviewed. A nitrate study has been submitted if nitrogen concentrate in surface of groundwater at the property line of the site is to excess of 5 milligrams/liter. Demonstrate the treatment of the water supply if groundwater contains, and that has an item submitted with a waiver. Any discussion?
Do you want to do all the waivers now, or do you want to do the waivers?
No, we'll do them after.
Okay.
No discussion on what I just read, or?
No.
Okay. All right. Oh, there was more. Oops.
That's okay. Don't sweat it.
Don't worry.
Containments and access of primary drinking water standards, and the project is to be served by on-site groundwater supplies. There's nothing there.
That was half of the previous one.
Yeah, we need to work on that page.
I guess so.
Yeah. So he's asking for a waiver from the nitrate studies.
Yeah.
That kind of falls into page 3.
Well, what the heck?
Yeah, we'll work on it.
performance guarantees as per section 12.04/12.07 of the zoning ordinance. See process below. There's a waiver and item has been submitted. Sprinklered or not with an additional infiltration. Not available.
That's, he doesn't meet the criteria for building codes requiring
Okay.
a sprinkler system by state or town.
Okay. Of course, site walk date to be determined by planning board if in parentheses, if necessary, item reviewed, which we had the site walk. Okay. Local department reviews. The water district is not available because he's using his own well. Waterboro Fire Department, we received a letter through them. Waterboro Road Review Committee, not available because it was a DOT. Waterboro Code Officer, letter received. And Waterboro Town Planner, not available.
Madam Chair, you might want to back up a little bit under state and federal reviews.
Okay.
Just so we can have those included in the minutes.
Okay. Tammy, you doing?
Oh,
Okay. MDOT scoping session / traffic impact report, not available.
That's non-applicable, sorry. NA non-applicable.
Okay. Site development law under MDEP site location review or MDEP chapter 500 stormwater management permit complete.
That is still under the site development law, which his site doesn't meet that criteria, so that's why that's non-applicable.
State fire marshal or local fire marshal, which we received a letter from them.
Yep. Now you're back down to performance guarantee process. Take your time.
Calculated infractions costs if applicant's engineer, not applicable. Municipal review of and peer review of infractions costs, not applicable. Why is not applicant billed out of,
Let's ask for a waiver.
well, it's not checked.
It's not checked because we didn't really talk about his anticipated building schedule. If the board thinks that's important, then we can ask Tony what his schedule is.
As fast as you give me a permit,
There we go.
we'll be getting going on it.
ASAP would
Yeah, I was
be,
just gonna say ASAP.
okay.
If the scope and magnitude of the project required a performance guarantee, then Article 12, Section 12.04/12.07 shall be defined and completed before final approval. If a waiver or performance guarantee is desired by the applicant, then the waiver request form must be submitted with a site plan application prior to the planning board, which he does have a waivers. Oh, planning board review. Any discussion on that? Okay. Now, on to conditional use standards.
Finish it.
No, do I have to read?
You wanna read the waivers next.
Yeah, we need to, Katie, we need to approve the waivers,
Okay.
and then handle each one separate.
Do you
Mhm.
have,
You should have them with that copy you passed out.
Those are the three waivers. Oh, actually, there's three waivers, so the nonsense on the bottom, but those are the three waivers.
oh, okay.
Okay, Glenn, I didn't get it.
You can,
You really did?
we're sharing.
We're saving paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Madam Chairman, on each of the waivers down in the middle section here are the waivers that are being requested,
Okay,
so you'll know which one you're looking at to get a motion on.
okay. Do I have to read the letters?
Yes. Oh, the letters from the fire chief, no, we're just looking at the waivers right now.
No, card officer, okay. That's you, all right.
Yeah.
If there is more than one waiver requested, each waiver request is to be individually listed and described as each waiver is considered individually by the Town of Waterboro Planning Board. Each pension of waiver shall be submitted in writing by the applicant with an application, site plan, or subdivision for review. The request shall be state the reason for which the waiver is request and any all facts supported by request. Additional, each waiver may be granted by the planning board, shall be listed on approved site or subdivision plan. Now this one is for Sanford Radiator for zoning ordinance section 12.04-12.07, proven business success at prior location.
I'll make a motion, that's for the performance guarantee. I'll make a motion that we accept the waiver.
I'll accept, second that.
Second it.
All in favor?
Discussion.
Yep, ask for discussion
Oh,
first.
any discussion?
No.
All in favor? Okay, this one's for Sanford Radiator, site plan 1. Section E.9.E, a calculation of average nitrogen levels. Impact the proposal business to the site will be minimal, no surface water will be impact.
Make a motion, we accept the waiver for the nitrate study.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
We're not counting you, you know that, right?
Makes me feel better. Being part of the solution.
Site plan, section E8, topograph of the contour, interval conditions. The proposed site is on a flat with acreage of 43.43 acres.
Make a motion to accept the waiver for contour requirements for the site plan. That's as the applicant suggested, that location is, we'd have 2 topo lines on it.
Second,
I'll second it.
any discussion? All in favor? Waivers are done. Okay, now on to conditional.
I'll make a motion, we accept the site plan application as submitted with the waivers submitted and approved.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Huh?
Dis-
Discussion? Any discussion? All in favor?
Makes our site plans approved. Now jump to condition.
Okay. Now on to conditional use standards, pursuit of zoning ordinance, section 4.02. Development is in harmony with our comp plan and subdivision regulations. I don't have a checklist for this one.
No, you don't. You'll use that list in front of you, and you can say will be met,
Okay,
and then you can ask the board for discussion before you say those words.
any discussion? Provide safe and adequate access to town and road system. Provide safe and adequate means of water supply, wastewater, and solid waste disposal. Is capable of being reasonable served by schools, public utilities, public safety agencies, and other public agencies and services. Provides accurate and permanent natural buffer or artificial screen between itself and adjacent properties which are being used in alternate ways permitted by this ordinance will not result in damage to water bodies, marsh, or other natural, scenic, or historic areas, will be built on soil types which are suitable to the nature of the undertaking, has taken all reasonable steps to fit itself harmoniously into the existing environment, which includes the natural environment and existing, if any, development. Will not result in any unnecessary removal of natural vegetation, the permanent scarring of the land and soil erosions. Will not result in unreasonable noise levels, harmful air emissions, or offensive odors. Is in possession of or in process of attaining and ultimately does obtain all required state permits and approvals. I think he meets every requirement here. Any discussion on any of it?
I agree. I mean, I think the proposal goes fits nice on the lot. I mean, it sits in well. I mean, it's an established parking area. You're not gonna have like 20 cars clientele anyway. So there's more than adequate space on the site. So I mean,
I think on the average day there, the parking that you saw there when you were there is what you'd probably see if you pulled in there. You know, every place has its spell. You know, the Napa delivery truck comes in, the UPS truck comes in, you know, you get this for 15 minutes, there'll be a bunch of commotion, but typically a couple employees, 3 or 4 customer cars, and that's about it.
I mean, as remote as the location is, it actually has great sight distance out of the driveway, so. Let's see.
And he's got plenty of trees to cover for the abutters.
I was going to ask, how many vehicles do you have at a time when you're working in that building?
Well, that's the thing, like we were just saying, I have 2 to 3 employees depending on what time of year and what's going on. So they each have a car they bring to work. And on any given day, I might have a busy day where I'll have 6 or 8 or 10 customer cars that may be dropped off and be there all day and get picked up later, or maybe come in for 2 hours and leave. And
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying like 6 to 12 cars is probably what you'd ever see there.
And what's the capacity for inside the building for working on them, more than one at a
Oh
time?
yeah, probably 3 or 4.
Okay.
Or a car or 2 and one big truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to accept the conditional use as requested for Sanford Radiator.
Second.
Any second?
I'll second it.
Madam Chair, before you vote, I would like to have you think about adding a condition to the approval that Mr. Wolfinger register the findings of facts with the Register of Deeds as part of the process.
Okay.
I'll amend my motion to include that. Are you okay with your second being amended for that?
Yeah.
Fine.
Discussion.
Any discussion?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you suggested.
Tammy, can you repeat the minutes, please?
Kurt Cloyson made the motion to accept the conditional use for Sanford Radiator. Lee Nelson seconded the motion. Glenn Charette requested that an amendment be made, condition be made to the motion to include registering the findings of fact / notice of decisions with the York County Registry of Deeds.
Okay, thank you.
And it should be also, we both agreed to amend that.
You need to catch up, Tammy?
So
And also-
this registering with the county deeds, I still don't understand what that is.
When Tammy prepares the findings of facts, which might might take a couple days.
It'll be ready when you pick your building permit up. I'll
Okay.
make sure I have them done for you then.
So she'll give you a copy of that, you take it to the register of deeds and register it with your map lot number.
And that be a requirement of the occupancy permit, right?
It would be, yes,
Yeah. Not for the permit, though.
correct.
Okay.
So if you don't get it done on Friday when you pick up your permit, you have until it takes you to get your certificate of occupancy to get it registered.
Oh, yeah, we'll make that happen.
Okay. You still have to vote.
All right. So,
You've had a motion, you've had a second. You've
now
had-
discussion. Any
No,
discussion?
No, and I interrupted with the discussion, so I think we're ready to vote.
That's
All right.
appropriate.
Okay. All in favor? You're all set?
Okay, that's that.
So we'll see you Friday morning?
I don't think so, I'm gonna be busy working. But,
Friday, okay, one of you, yeah.
so,
That works.
I have a couple of requests if you have just a minute. I would like to have, I'm not sure what comes with this permit, I'm assuming there's gonna be a stack of paperwork.
Not really, there'll be copies of what you've already submitted.
Right,
There'll be a card that you'll have to place on the site somewhere.
and I'll have my plans back,
You'll have your plans back
and my septic
and
design,
your septic design,
and I'd
Internal
like,
plumbing.
internal plumbing.
right, and all the other stuff that went along with my application.
Right.
But I also would like to have the list, and we talked
I
about the
have those
mailing.
all, they're all set and ready to go.
I don't necessarily need that now, I'd like to just have that kind of all at one time.
Yep.
Also, if there's any other letters from people like fire marshals and such, I wouldn't mind seeing those.
Yep.
Could I please have
Yep.
copies of them?
Yep.
Anything that was mentioned there that I didn't have, I'd like to have.
Okay.
One more thing I would really like to have, and I think is beneficial to everybody, especially you and me. I'd like to know exactly what rules going forward we're gonna be going by. That, could you please make me a copy of the ordinances that we're gonna be following, and you and I can stay on the same page.
Right, there won't be ordinances, there'll be building codes,
Okay,
and the volumes are this thick, so I can't make copies of them.
I would like to have all the information necessary to order and buy that book.
Yep.
I will have one with me with a bookmark, and I hope you have a bookmark as well. Because when, I wanna learn it,
Yep.
and I wanna see it. So the point is, you know that I do wanna build the building to code. I don't know the code.
Yep,
I don't wanna find out the hard way every week,
that's, Waterboro's adopted the 2009 IBC code,
okay?
and that's what you'll be building by.
Okay.
NFPA
NFPA,
is where you'd order it from.
yep, state electrical code, plumbing code,
I have a lot of questions for you.
Yep, you
I won't do
will.
that now,
yep.
but sometime between digging and pouring, I'm gonna have a lot of questions going forward.
Yep.
I wanna get a few things.
I'm here to help.
Better understanding,
Yep, for sure.
okay? Thank you.
We're all set.
Am I free?
Yes, you're free.
There you go.
Thank you all, have a good day.
You too. Next is appointments. Matthew Brooker.
Good evening.
Evening.
I propose, this is my map here. I propose to have a lot, a 5.7 acre lot, divided off my existing piece of property I own, which is, I've owned for 18 years. I've had it surveyed by Everett, and I believe I've done all my paperwork. So, I don't know what further questions I need to answer.
Madam Chair, I can probably say it a little bit faster than you can. I think you need an explanation from Matt Brooker, if he can give you some history, or Steve can give you some history on that subdivision. So he's amending a pre-approved subdivision.
Yes, he just wants to split it off
Yep.
again.
So he's,
Yeah.
so one of these two gentlemen need to describe what they're proposing to the board.
Well, I'll let you do that, Steve.
Want me to do
Go ahead,
it?
hop up there. All right. Take the weight off.
Okay. What we're proposing to do is amend Lot 4, as shown on the West Hill, the third amendment of West Hill 2. You all have copies in front of you that Lot 4 is highlighted.
Excuse me, Steve, can you maybe point on that map as you go so they can follow you a little easier?
Sure can.
Thank you.
This is a subdivision that Matt had approved back in 2005, and this highlighted area is Lot 4, as it was accepted in 2005 by the town of Waterboro. So what we're proposing to do is amend Lot 4 and a tiny portion of Lot 2, which we're going to add to Lot 4. As you can see on the left-hand side of the drawing, there's a small little piece of 11,930 square feet that's added, or taken away from Lot 2 and added to Lot 4.
Steve, where was Lot 4 before? It was part of the original sub, was it a part of another lot before? I don't get what you're amending.
Okay. Let me go back to this plan. If you look at this plan amended West Hill 2. Actually, this was the third amendment of West Hill 2. Okay, so in this amendment, for Matt Brooker, he split off from Lot 1, he split off Lot 1A, 1B, so he split that lot. Because then there's Lot, if you go far down to the left, there's Lot 2, Lot 3, Lot 4, and Lot 5. So that was in 2005. So all we're doing now is we're just taking this highlighted lot, which is Lot 4, and we're making some changes to it.
Oh,
We're splitting it up.
You're just making that correction to Lot 2 then? You're really...
We just took a tiny little piece off of Lot 2.
So you're not changing the amount of lots, you're just modifying your lot lines?
We're taking Lot 4 and we're creating Lot 4A and 4B.
That's what we don't see.
That's what you don't see on this plan. You have to look at the plan that I prepared. The 8.5 by 11, this one.
I don't believe they have that one.
Well,
We
No.
don't have.
So it's the same
That's
as...
because I haven't tested up yet.
Whoa, okay, Glenn, let's get that out there.
Now the confusion is starting to get... I'm like, that lot was already created. I'm like,
Ken
what are
Moore,
we doing here? Seems like we're going back 10 years.
but no, it's not in there. The one that Steve's got, they don't have,
Oh, they don't have
and you don't have it
This
either.
is the one that you guys have got to sign, so you ought to look at it. Because this is the new plan. So we don't have any copies of it?
Here, I'll go make some copies of it. No, because,
We didn't have
They're
copies
on-
of it
they're
because
on-
they're
This
not real
is
clear.
just unreadable.
yeah.
This is the original.
Yeah. No.
This one, knock it off, add it to this one. and put
The
this
one that I did.
Yeah.
and this one
Tammy
to
did.
this. Access road.
I'm just doing,
Okay, she's making
I'm
copies.
amending just this.
Yeah, we'll
Just
make
this
copies
like-
of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, board, give us a couple of minutes, we'll have those copies too.
Because I'm looking at this going, all right.
I know, I'm like, where is 1A, 4A?
We did lot 4.
4B?
I'm like, why are we putting... Did we skip 4 back then?
No?
No,
No,
because
okay.
lot 4 says it's right up there.
It is right there, 35 acres.
Yeah. Ah,
Somewhere
that
in here,
makes-
there's your signature, I don't know which one it is.
Yeah. Makes a lot more sense. That's why I was like, are we just amending a line?
No, it's,
Too bad, because it's really easy to amend a line.
It is.
well,
Adding lots
this
is
is
a lot,
easy
but-
too. This is easy too. You're just, chopping a lot out of the middle of lot 4.
Yeah, but procedurally, it's a little bit different at our end.
Right.
Thank you.
Well, it seems like a lot of work just to do one line.
There.
Hey,
Hey,
Okay.
Now this
Everyone
makes
seems
more
a little
sense.
happier now.
light goes on and all that.
I didn't realize that you guys didn't have the original plan. So what we're doing is we're taking a little bit of Lot 2 on the left-hand side of the plan you just received, that 11,930 square foot piece, and we're adding it to Lot 4. And then we're taking out a 5.7 acre piece, which will be Lot 4A, and then the remainder of Lot 4 will be Lot 4B.
Does that, the lot line between 4 and 4A, does that fall right on the zone,
It's darn close. I
Okay.
can point out where the zoning line is. It really doesn't affect it, but
So we're not ending up
it's
with-
right here.
Okay, so we're not ending up with a lot with a, had split through the middle of it?
Right.
Okay. Split right there.
That wetland, is that part of Lot 4A?
Yes. And I put on here a little building envelope of where Matt would like to build a house, and you'll see it to the right-hand side of the wetland.
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
No.
Okay. Lot 4A?
Yeah?
That little black circle?
No, there's a wetland,
Right.
Yeah.
and then there's a dashed line in that piece of upland to the right of the
Oh,
wetland.
you're just showing that that's the building envelope.
That's the building envelope,
Oh,
right?
that's where the building will
with
sit
the-
when he gets around the building.
The little
Excuse
house.
me?
I said, that's where the building will sit when he gets around to putting it up.
Yes.
On that little piece right here.
Yes.
Okay. I thought that was a wetland.
No.
Okay.
Steve, is everything flagged out there?
Yep, it's flagged, it's pinned. I've got rebars set where it's shown on the plan.
Madam
And
Chair, I'm suggesting that we do a site. For this.
Well,
Glenn, is there any need for a site walk or?
well, I think you're still in preliminary stages. I don't think you guys are ready to vote tonight.
Yeah.
So I would do a site walk if I were you.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say, without really looking,
Yeah,
see what it's all about.
you can't see much on a piece of flat
It's
paper.
long before my time, so.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm the
Yeah.
only one that was here and I don't even remember it, so.
And it-
You and Judy.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said,
Yeah,
there's 2 dead people on that list.
He needs to have a Mylar. If you guys are signed, you can't sign this piece of paper.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're not even close to
No. You're aware of that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
At a 12 by 18.
Well, no, it won't be 12 by 18. Mylar?
Yeah,
Do they make them that small?
they make them any size I want them to make them.
It's the exact one administrator.
That's the smallest size that York County will record.
Okay,
That's why I designed it for a 12 by 18.
okay. The board might want to check the ordinance to make sure that's acceptable. I don't know off the top of my head.
Ours says it's on 2436.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, but I'm not certain of that. So we'll want to make sure of that before, when you request the Mylar, you're going to request a specific size.
Right, yeah. So we'll check the ordinance
I'll
before.
check that tomorrow. I can't really recite it for you tonight,
Mine was positive that it's.
so.
The ordinance does say 24 by 36,
36.
but I think the intent of that is because of the old recording statutes that used to be 24 by 30. That was the only size that they would record.
Yeah, the problem is though, that's what our ordinance says. We might be a little bit out of date.
Madam Chairman, you do have an opening on June 17th if you opt to do a sidewalk. You could do it at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Glenn, it is section 7.2.1.
Say that again?
Section 7.2.1
Okay.
requires, our ordinance requires a 24 or 36 mile hour.
Okay.
And then 7 regular copies. There goes a rule.
Okay, so you want me to change the whole scale and just make it like this?
I actually believe you have to do, for the, if I remember right, you have to do, show the whole subdivision with the modification in it, so that when it's recorded, right?
I think so. I'll have to do.
I think you have to
You
show.
guys have done, you've done similar things like this in the past.
I know, we're trying to do things right now, though.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I think you have to show, if I remember right, Steve, you have to show the whole subdivision with the modification. You can do a you know what I mean, you could do a blow up of the locus, but you have to show the whole subdivision. Because it has to show how it reflected the change of the thing.
And we
But
talked about that earlier in the stage.
Yeah, I mean, the notes make reference to, you know, the recorded plan is in the registry, so.
The problem is if somebody looks this up
Yeah.
and they see this, they're not gonna see that,
Why not?
because they won't be next to each other.
Well, I mean, you have to look for everything, it tells you where to find it.
I know, we're going to the lowest possible denominator.
Seems though this is an informational only, I'll research that so we can get the right facts.
Okay.
And the applicant will be required to meet the ordinance of whatever the ordinance says. But I think Kurt hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
As far as the application for a subdivision, this is an amendment to a subdivision, so the full-blown subdivision application is not required by ordinance. Do you guys understand what I just said?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's section 7.4 for plan revisions.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So is everybody available June 17th at 6 PM?
Yes.
What time?
Not sure.
It does, section
Yes,
7.4.
June 17th at 6 PM.
Yes.
If a subdivider wishes to alter the approved plan, he shall submit a revised plan consisting of the entire subdivision, or if the plan consists of more than one sheet, that entire sheet on which the alteration is proposed.
Perfect. Thank you, Kurt. Did you get that ordinance, Tammy?
Yeah, 741.
Okay, so June 17th at 6 PM, there'll be a site walk there.
Is there anything the board wants the applicant to submit for the next meeting?
I'm looking at, if everything's posted and we can see it, I mean, I think it's.
I don't think we'll walk the whole 30,
No, all we need to see is just those,
35 acres.
just those 3 points, coming right down the road there, just, basically just see where it chunks off, because you can see, if I remember right, that gravel road is pretty decent.
You won't have any trouble finding it.
Okay,
I'll be there.
okay.
Even if we have to
You
push.
sure this time, Steve? You sure this time?
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
so I guess June 17th, we'll do a site walk at 6 PM.
So nothing in addition that you're gonna need prior to that?
No, 'cause I mean, it's a basic, it's not changing, we don't need nitrates or the whole,
Right.
everything was already done in the original, so all we're looking at is,
It's just where the lots are.
yeah.
Okay.
And I can't think of anything that would say why we would make you change a line 3 feet, you know, there's no reason for that. I just so we could see it, make sure that it.
Right.
It'd be great if you knew where the zoning line was. I don't know how much of a pain in the neck that is. You know the lines,
I can put it on the plan.
okay,
That's no problem.
just overlay it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so it shows.
Because it'd be great not to have a lot that's,
Half and half.
yeah.
Well, it won't be
It
half, it won't be half and half.
It
It
looks
might
like
be a
it's pretty-
tiny bit of lot 4A that's,
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
a setback, like you said.
yeah,
It looks like it's just scaling off the other one, it looks like it's pretty close.
yeah, I kinda designed it that way,
Okay.
to put it all on the same lot.
Because you know what will happen to us 4 years from now.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good with that.
Okay.
For tonight.
All set?
I'm good with it for tonight.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, now I'm lost.
Now, go back to your minutes.
Okay, minutes from previous meetings, May 20th. Everybody read through it?
I did, but I wasn't here.
Yeah. Any motion to accept minutes? Oh wait, they're reading through it now.
Exactly, they read through all of it. Doesn't mean I remember it all.
I just want to make sure we got something in here. Make a motion to accept the minutes of 20 May.
I'll second the motion.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Judy's got to abstain.
Oh, you have to abstain because you weren't.
Oh, I abstain.
Okay. I'm not there yet.
When you're there, you'll have this.
Thank you.
Okay, communication, Carpenter Estate letter from Fran LaPierre, right?
LaPierre.
LaPierre, LaPierre. This, all it said is she sent a letter saying, she enclosed 5 envelopes containing the record of the subdivision, record of findings of fact, stormwater management reports, soil erosion, and sediment control plan.
Madam Chair, this is something that Fran had offered to do when it came to final approval, and it's such a nice piece to the parcel files that you don't have to take and go hunting to find the information regarding the Carpenter Estate subdivision.
She was so good. I liked
Yes,
her.
she was very nice about it, yes. So each parcel file has already been created, even though it's just parcel, they already have their information in them.
We lost everybody.
No, we have our audience.
Oh yeah, Gary's there. All right, miscellaneous. Glenn?
Kenneth Horn, I'm really sorry the colored map didn't come out as nice as the original one was.
Oh yeah, it didn't it?
No, that's disappointing.
Yeah, I even lightened it a little bit to try and get the marker lines
Yeah.
to show up.
Do you have the original one handy by any chance?
So he's back to using the paved area for his.
Yeah, he is, and
Okay.
if Tammy has the original one, I'll walk around with you, because that really detailed it really nicely.
I can sort it for you.
Should we discuss this?
Pardon me?
Should we be discussing this without?
Well, we can.
Okay.
The last planning board meeting, you guys pretty much said that if he can make the code office happy, then you're good with it.
Okay.
So Tammy and I did a site walk and did a map.
We're approving the plan
Right.
tonight.
You pretty much approved the business.
Yeah, we just needed to see an overview of
Right.
what the
So-
actual lot was.
So the text on there is correct. What you don't see really well is the outline of the sales area. And I apologize for not being able to duplicate this a little more clearly. But the red lines indicate, the front part indicates where the sales area will be,
This little cube up here. in the
right
front.
close to the road,
Oh, the sales area is gonna be there
which
now?
is,
Right up here.
right,
Ah,
God, this
is that, he is allowed to put the sales cars there,
He
even
is.
though it's
Hasn't said
grass?
it's pretty well
well, on the
cleared
paved area.
There is no, oh,
There
Yeah,
is.
that one that's all, it's sort of like, oh, you know, you come back in.
yeah, it's over a little bit, yeah,
Yeah.
it's way over
out.
here,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
way over there.
pavement.
Yeah,
No,
And
yeah,
it still goes back over to there.
In the original picture, you can even see where the original
Yes.
parking lines
Yeah.
were. On your
Okay.
copies, it doesn't. So the
Parking
red
lines
line
are
kind of goes
right.
behind his building. So the text shows where the garage is, where the display vehicles will be, gives you the road frontage, display area.
Here we actually have a plot plan.
Yeah.
yeah, we had that originally.
No,
We didn't?
no.
No, his was, originally it was hand-drawn by him.
Oh,
that's
right, that's right.
I can't believe how recent that Google Earth image is.
Pardon me?
I can't believe how recent that Google Earth
Yeah, I know.
image is. That's wild.
Actually, wonder if you saw walking.
It's like last Thursday or something.
Yeah, I know.
No.
So I guess what I'm asking is that, that you vote confidence in this site plan that I've done, depicting his sales area and where the maintenance building, where the maintenance building is.
I trust you, Glenn.
So he's using the original paved area, and the lines are already there. So, I'm happy with this.
I see he amended his application too.
Yep, amended his application, he's not allowed to do automobile recycling.
Yeah, he did as you had requested that he did. Yeah, he was, well,
Okay.
what we did.
That's what we
is-
asked him for, so.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I mean, he's cleaned it up. from
He
what it
has.
was.
Yep, he has.
And
Yeah.
he's on, all the display area will be on an impervious surface.
Right.
So, I think what we've got in front of us now is,
Now, would this amend the plan, do we do the 10 cars that we did before?
Well, you're not amending a plan, actually.
Approving the plan?
Yeah, approving the plan with a limitation on the cars he has in the sales area. And you talked about that at the last meeting, that.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're just approving the plan with the limit of 10 cars.
Right,
that's something we gotta verify.
through the minutes. I know we talked about it, but.
No, I know we talked about it, but there's nothing in our ordinance that said, gives us the ability to change that.
You, as a condition, yes, you can. You can apply that condition to a land use permit.
Yeah, but there's no criteria for,
But that's 10 cars of his own on, that's not saying
10
how
cars
many
under,
is
for
sale.
For the sale.
sale. It's not 10 cars total
Yeah.
in the lot.
Right. You could have 10 cars working on today and tomorrow. have
Yeah,
one.
and 5 the next day. This is 10 cars just for him to be able to sell.
and he agreed that 10 are sufficient.
Yes.
Yep.
He actually brought it up himself Friday afternoon when he came in to review that. He said that if he does need more, he will come back to the planning board.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, responded 10 cars.
And do we clarify the 3 that it will be worked on at a time? He's okay
Two.
with it? 2.
2.
Well,
It was only 2.
yeah, now you're talking state statutes.
That's, in state statute, he's only allowed to have 2 to work on at a
Okay.
time.
If he was a recycler,
He's more than that, it kicks in.
Yeah.
yeah, if he was gonna be the recycler reclaimer, I thought he was limited to 2.
Yeah, let's dissect this a little bit. He's
Okay.
not gonna be automobile recycler, because it's not allowed in that district. If he's maintaining vehicles, if someone brings in a vehicle, there is no limit how many
Right.
cars you can have
Yeah.
there. If they're unregistered and uninspected, then he's only limited to.
Okay.
So there's like 3 different titles there you're looking at. Recycling, which is not allowed. A junkyard, which is 2 cars or more that are unregistered and uninspected. 2 cars is the limit. Automobile service, there is no limit on that.
Okay.
You know, once I see that he's got more than 2 cars in the lot that are unregistered and uninspected, then you'll be hearing from me. Does the board understand that, Judy? Looks like you have a question.
He's fixing up salvage cars.
He is not.
No.
He's not. That's
No.
what he crossed off.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the
It's
recycling.
not allowed in that
Okay.
zone.
So he's repairing cars
Yes.
He's a
and
garage.
selling
Yeah.
cars.
Yes.
Yep, and that's
Selling the
allowed.
ones he repairs.
No, he
No.
can have somebody like you could bring in your car for him to repair.
Okay. But so the sales is totally
Yes,
separate
separate.
from that. All right.
And keep in mind, the state regulates that
Okay.
as well as the town.
I'm just playing catch up.
No, absolutely. Ask away.
All right, so tonight we are approving the plan with the condition of 10 vehicles on display
Correct. As a condition.
as a condition.
Right.
Do I have a motion to accept?
Make a motion to accept?
I'll second that. I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor? All right,
No, 17th.
It's 6 o'clock, not 8.
all right. Steve?
Hi, can we continue our little meeting?
That's up to the board.
Yes, what do you need?
Well-
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Well, you need to make this official, you know, you've closed him off, so now you have to ask the board as a whole
okay.
if they will allow Steve to speak. And you have to
Any
vote on it.
problem with the board having Steve come back and talk?
No.
No.
Okay, Steve?
What I'd like to do is go over kind of a timeline of this project, because I think in the site walk, you're gonna find some surprises out there,
Okay.
okay? Back in November of this year,
Last year.
last year, Matt was issued a building permit for this lot. Okay? And don't know who issued it, but it was, you did, okay. So Matt started clearing, and he was clearing when I was out setting the corners out there. And I don't exactly know, well, I think somebody brought to the attention that they thought it needed to go to subdivision. I was always under the impression it did not need to go to subdivision. Okay? And I can explain why if you'd like to hear it. The definition of subdivision, if you look at the state and also in the town, that is where you create more than 2 lots over a 5-year period. Except whereas an individual, like in Matt's case, he is actually creating 3 lots but he lives on lot 4. That's his primary residence. So the state views that as an exemption in subdivision. Okay,
That's
so.
all correct so far. That's all correct so far.
Okay, so kind of under the impression that it really didn't need to go to subdivision, and I think that's why things were issued, and then there was a stop work order, and then, I sort of modified this plan, and then Matt was allowed to continue with the foundation. And that's kind of where we are today, and that's we thought this was going to pass tonight. We were, we were under the impression that this was going to pass. Now, if you still think you need to do a site walk with the foundation already there, that's fine, but
Yes.
I'm not sure. I think we need to do it, Steve, just for, basically, it's dot the i's, cross the t's. I'm sorry for an implication it would cause on you, but I think we do it, it's part of our, it's part of our ordinance. It's not ready to be approved anyways tonight for what we have in front of us. So I think it's, it's a 2-week delay, I realize that stinks, but I think it follows our ordinances and it keeps everything in check so we don't have an issue like we did last winter.
I don't know what happened last winter, but. But yes, I mean, we gotta go by the rules. We've had too many issues lately.
I understand, yeah, I understand. Okay, well, I just wanted to, sort of lay out all that, so when you get out there, there's,
I don't have a surprise of, wait a minute.
The foundation here already.
But I don't see an issue with it. I think all we're really doing is basically.
It's the subdivision.
Right, we're just approving
Right.
it. It would be no different if they spun off a lot 5 years from now, they'd still have to come back and get that. We'd have to have a record of where that lot was.
Sure.
So I don't see an issue with it. We're following the procedure.
Right.
The stop work order is still in place until this is resolved. I allowed Mr. Brooker to put the footings in, put the foundation in. He hasn't backfilled yet. More of a formality than anything, I think. I don't think that there'll be an issue with the board, but he's amended the subdivision. It needs to go through the board, and technically he can't build on it until it's approved by the board. So hence the stop work order is in place
Okay. Until the 17th.
until the 17th.
I mean, is there any way that we could allow him to continue? I mean, we're kind of all in agreement that this is gonna pass, providing that we, Matt's the one taking the risk if he continues to build.
I'm taking the risk for the town as well.
Okay.
I don't want to set a precedent. I just don't want to set a precedent because those hurt as well. And Mr. Brooker, hope you understand that. It's, I let him put the footing in, then he asked, well, can I put the foundation in? I said, yeah, go ahead. Then he came back and I backfilled and I put my foot down, no. We have to finish this. And I'm going to stick to my guns that I have to.
Okay.
It's a couple of weeks.
It'd be their mayfly season.
Yeah. I know you're a good advocate. You make a really good advocate. I want you on one side when I need an advocate.
Okay. Well, if we could waive the 24 by 36, we could move ahead right tonight. You know that?
Still don't have a Mylar.
Right.
Or 7.
Well, I could bring it down on Wednesday to have it signed with the 7 copies on your next meeting.
I think we're actually off duty to the 17th then, unless we continue it.
Oh, okay. All right.
You want to get technical about it?
Okay.
As part-time employees of the town, we cannot be here unless we're on overtime.
That's true. I know how that feels. Okay, so we'll see you on the 17th.
All right, thank you.
But thank you for the clarification.
Yeah.
All right, new business, design standards, ideals / workshops. I talked to Lee J and Tom, and we discussed on, Tom and Lee J both said that we need to get the design standards going. There's a lot of stuff gonna be coming, and if we don't get it done, then we're probably gonna have the
Right.
same issue.
I agree.
So, anybody have an issue with next meeting having the workshop?
Are we doing on appointments?
There's just one appointment for next week outside of your site walk, next meeting.
Yes, Glenn.
Madam Chair, one thing I want to throw at you, and Gary brought up to me today, is that there is an option of having workshops on off planning board nights, and they shouldn't take the place of an applicant. Knows if an applicant,
Between now and then, want to
Right.
come in, He gets
Yeah,
brought on
if,
that 2 weeks.
between now and then, I
Yeah, the
mean,
workshop
I was
gets
just,
bumped.
because the 17th was practically blank
Yeah.
anyways. But if there is more people that need to come in, then
Then you
yes,
guys
of
get
course,
bumped.
we're gonna have to put it off.
Maybe we should just make an alternate date just in case.
Good idea.
Tammy, next meeting is pre-booked, isn't, not next meeting, but the meeting afterwards, right?
There's nothing in July yet.
Nothing in July? You jinxed yourself. Okay, so, yeah,
Madam Chair, if we do get bumped, we just hold it on the 24th, that way it doesn't delay out. We do it, we are
24th,
create
be
another
July
meeting.
1st.
Huh?
Be July 1st.
yeah, the next one's July 1st.
Right, but if it gets bumped on the 17th, we hold a workshop on June 24th.
June 20th.
In
An
case,
Right,
case
an
somebody.
alternate Wednesday instead of a planning board meeting night.
Because we'll just
Okay.
we're gonna get into the construction season and we're just gonna start getting,
Hammered.
Oh, so we can hold it, okay.
Yeah, you can have a meeting virtually any night of the week.
There's nothing, I don't think, going on in here the 24th, is it?
What I'll do is I'll take and check the calendar tomorrow morning,
I was just gonna
and
ask
I'll
Gary.
take in an email, send out an email to everybody and let you know.
Anything going on in here the 24th?
Can't see that, is that a Wednesday?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't have to let,
Not a regular board meeting,
right.
I have to check the calendar.
No committees or anything?
Well, that would be on the calendar, and we don't
Okay.
have that in front of
Yeah,
us.
Alright.
let Tammy
So-
do that.
Alright, so if the
Yeah.
17th doesn't work, then we'll
Do the
hopefully, we'll
24th.
try for the 24th.
Okay.
we'll keep it moving.
Yeah. And new business to this zoning ordinance. The horses have been added on to the residential. Up to 2 horses for a minimum land tract of 10 acres and up to 19.99 acres, and a maximum of 4 horses on a minimum land tract of 20 acres or larger. And was amended on 4/28/15.
was that in our packet?
Mm-hmm.
Judy, yours was already in your zoning ordinance that you
Oh,
received from me.
Okay.
Yeah,
What page
it's
is it?
under,
It's
it's
section
page
3,
3 point,
6.2, I believe,
3.05.02,
5.2.
page 6. It's right there. Oh, so that was added to the zoning ordinances on 4/28/15.
Became effective 5/28.
Oh, it was effective
Well,
5/28.
right, it's added on, but it's 30 days after the Board of Selectmen approve it, before you can enact it.
Okay. All right, and that's all. Gary's here to listen. Gary,
What?
are you here for anything or just listening?
No, I'm just listening.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's what. Gary's just reading. He's taking his quiet time.
Make a motion to adjourn?
I'll second that motion.
Any discussion? All in favor?